Hi Reynas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vijayreyna. If you're new to my channel and you want to join the Reyna family, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Also go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you guys want to follow my social media, then it's going to be linked in the description box down below, as well as in the comment section and in the pinned comment. So you can go ahead and follow me on my social media by clicking on those links to my Instagram. So yeah, I also have a vlog channel that I made, you guys. It's Vijay's Vlogs. I'll put it over here somewhere, so go ahead and give it a look. It's something different. It's not the same as pageant content. And also let me know in the comments down below if you think that I should just go ahead and combine all of my content into this channel. Like, should I put my vlogs and stuff on this channel, or should I have a separate channel for my vlogs? Like, what do you guys tell me, what do you guys think? Okay, so today we're going to talk about Miss Charm, and I'm going to talk to you guys about what I think is my personal favorites and where I think the organization is going to go, like how they're going to judge the ladies, because I think they're a little different. I did the same thing with Miss Universe. I had my own personal favorites, and I had what I thought the organization is going to do, simply because I think that they're different. And of course, my tops, I want them to be my tops, but I also want you guys to know what I think the organization is going to do. And so that's why I have a separate list for the org. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just list my standouts in general in no particular order, and then I'm going to list my top 6 in order, because last edition of Miss Charm they had a top 6, and excuse me, so I thought I'd go ahead and I'd have a top six as well. And for those ladies, I'll tell you guys what order I think they're going to place, go a little bit more into detail about them. For the other ladies, I'll talk about them for like a little bit, but I won't go as in depth with them as I would with the ladies who are in my personal top 6. Of course, if I feel like they're going to be in the top of Miss Charm's list, then I'll go into more depth with them as well. Or I may make a separate video for what I think the organization will do and who they'll pick, but I'll see how I feel as the video progresses. So yeah. I want to just make a few comments about Miss Charm in general and what I think that the direction of the organization is going. First and foremost, Miss Charm is a little bit different. I watched the edition of their first ever and their only edition about a little bit over a year ago. I rewatched it yesterday on live. If you missed it, I'm sorry I didn't post it on my YouTube channel, but I did watch it, and I watched it with some of my live audience members of the Reyna family. And what I noticed is that it was okay. The judging was okay. It was a little off though. I'll be honest, I did not see last year's winner, the current reigning queen, Miss Brazil. I don't really understand how she made it to the top 10 or top 6 or top 3, if I'm being completely honest. And this is not me trying to be rude or anything, but I'm just being honest with you guys. If anything, I was honestly perplexed how Miss Dominican Republic 2023, Miss Charm Dominican Republic, did not progress forward to the subsequent round and enter the top 6. I think out of all the top 6, Miss Brazil actually was the weakest walker, and she had the weakest passerella. So yeah, I don't really know what the criteria is for Miss Charm. I think Miss Philippines last year had a stronger answer than Miss Brazil, both in the first and second round. I think Miss Brazil had a stronger answer than Indonesia in the second round, but Indonesia had a stronger answer on the first round. So either of them could have been second or third runner-up. But I think, I don't know. So it makes me wonder, are they looking at specifically facial beauty or something? Or how are they ranking these women, or how are they judging them? I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to give my best guess. And I'm going to take in a lot into account, like overall aura of the girl and their beauty, like just their strikingness, because I don't know how much Pasarela and Q&A really mattered to Miss Charm. Just based on last year's edition, it didn't seem like it had as much weight, perhaps, but I could be wrong. So let me tell you guys my standouts, and then I'll tell you guys my top 6 after I tell you guys my standouts. So those who are going to stand out to me, but they're not in my top 6, are going to include Albania, India, Philippines, Bolivia, Germany, Netherlands, and Ecuador. Yeah. So those are the ones who are not in my top 6, but they still stood out to me. So let's go into very quick details about each one. So Ecuador, she competed at Miss Universe 2023, and I remember looking at her at that competition, and I thought she was just very stunning. She's very tall, at least when you looked at her compared to the other contestants. She was really towering over them. Her passerella, like her walking skills, was really, really good. Perhaps her communication skills was what held her back, but given last year's edition, I don't know how much communication skills is important. I think I don't know, maybe the English fluency or command of the English language is more important than actual content, because Brazil did have good command of the English language. I just don't think her content was fully there. So yeah, I think that in terms of walk, she shouldn't have a problem. However, we did see Miss Dominican Republic last year get cut way too early, so I don't know. But personally, I think she's solid, at least to go to the top six in my personal opinion, because her walking is pretty good. She has a really great figure, so she can break that top 20. I think she can walk her way to a top six maybe. Netherlands, simply, I just think she's really beautiful. I don't think anything necessarily. I don't think she has like a striking walk per se, or her communication skills is over and above. Same with Germany and Albania. I think they also have just really stunning faces, but I don't think any of those three ladies necessarily have the strongest walk or the strongest comm skills. But I think they're really, really pretty. And to be honest with you guys, I know some people have qualms with the fillers and stuff. I don't have any issues with people having fillers. I really don't care, to be honest. It's not my business. Do you? As long as it looks good. If it looks good, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care if a girl has fillers, as long as it looks good, right? If it looks like, whoa, that's wild, that's a different situation. But none of these ladies, if any of them do have any type of fillers, which honestly, like 90% of the girls competing these days have fillers anyways, look like, oh my gosh. So I think it's fine, and I think they're really, really pretty. So yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Who else is my standouts? I have not that many left, actually, you guys. Apparently not a lot of girls are standing out to me. So I wrote down India and the Philippines. Okay, so I wrote down Philippines. So Kayla Jean. So Kayla Jean was Miss Universe Philippines Northern California, I believe, and she placed the top 20, and she did not progress on to the top 10. She got to the swimsuit round, and then they cut her from there. I remember watching her throughout the competition, thinking she's really stunning, and she has excellent communication skills. She's facially super gorgeous. I mean, she was on Too Hot to Handle, I think, or something of that nature. So of course she's very pretty, because everyone on that show is really pretty, and she speaks really well, which is not surprising, because if you know anything about the American education system. Also, let me slow down when I speak. Some of you guys commented you want me to slow down, so I'm sorry. Um, so if you know anything about the American education system, Northern California has some of the most competitive schooling, and they have some of the best curriculum, I'd say, in education in America. So I'm not surprised that she speaks so eloquently and she communicates very intelligently, given that she's from Northern California. It's not a shock at all. I think when I saw her throughout the competition, I noticed that her passerella, or her walk, was a little bit, she was struggling a little bit, especially during preliminaries. I remember her evening gown walk. I think the evening gown was just way too restrictive, and every time that she would perform, you could tell she hadn't broken her heels yet. Perhaps she just was not used to, because there's a difference between walking in heels, which I've done, by the way, versus actually doing a passerella and going onto a pageant stage and doing like a pageant walk, right? It's very different, and it's very strenuous on the legs and the feet, and it can hurt, and if you're not used to it, it can be very awkward and uncomfortable. So I think Kayla is a newer pageant queen. I don't think she's a veteran, and she's had a lot of experience having to be in heels where she actually is doing a pageant walk. And I think that was quite evident during her stint at Miss Universe Philippines. However, I will say by the finale, she improved tremendously, and I saw that CJ Opiaza trained her. So I think that's why there was improvement. And I actually thought she did really well. And I thought, oh, she's going to move on and progress to the top 10, but she didn't. And then I saw the audience view. Because remember, as audience members who are watching from the TV, like myself, you only see the front on view. But if you look from the bird's eye view, the audience view, which I'm assuming the judges can see as well, when you see it from the side, you can still see there's still quite a bit of technical difficulties or technical issues that need to be kind of worked out, I would say. So who knows? It's been months since then, and I haven't really got to see or witness much of Kayla's training. If there's any videos, I'll put it up here and you guys can make a judgment call. I will say, if her walk has not improved by now, I don't know how far she will be able to progress. Because if she speaks, I think she'll be fine. but she has to walk the walk to talk the talk. Like actually, literally, she has to go through some suit and evening gown before she can get to Q&A. So I'm hoping that she's improved. If she did, then she should be okay. But it's gonna really depend on whether or not she's improved since then, and that's why I don't have her in my top 6 personally. But India, Shivani, she's really a unique beauty to me. I'm not gonna lie. Initially, before the competition started, I was kind of like, I don't think we're gonna get a placement, to be honest. I'll be completely candid with you guys. I didn't think that India was gonna get a placement before the competition started. Since the competitions start and the lady's arrival, I think she's been standing out a lot more. Her styling and makeup looks really great, and I think especially when her makeup is done and her hair is down, she looks like Amanda Dudamel, Miss Universe Thailand 2021. Or no, 2020 rather, and Miss Grand Myanmar of this year. I know you guys are not fond of her, but I don't care. She's really pretty. It looks like she had, like, if they had a baby, that would be Miss Charm India. Do you guys see it? I'm gonna put it up here. Do you guys see the vision or no? To me, that's what she looks like. I don't know. I don't know. So I think for her, styling is really important though. If her hair, I will say I'm not a big a fan of her when her hair is up. So if she's watching this, or if you know her, go ahead and tell her, keep that hair down, keep it coiffed, keep it laid out. Same with Miss Bolivia. I think I didn't talk about her yet, but she is in my standouts. Miss Bolivia is the same thing. She's very, very beautiful. I think she's very stunning facially, but her hair, like Miss Charm India, really kind of make or breaks the look for her. So I really think she looks better when her hair is down, and not just down, but it's kind of like fluffed out and coiffed, and it has like big pageant waves, not curls, but waves rather. And I'll put a picture up here of her and a video as well to show you guys what I'm talking about, because I think this is her ultimate form. I think she looks stunning and beautiful when she's done up like this. So I think if Miss Bolivia and Miss Charm India both keep that type of styling, they should be good to go if they advance forward to the if they break the top 20 essentially. So now, without any further ado, I know we're going through this a lot quicker than usual, you guys, but let's get into the top 6. Let's get into my top 6 in order. So for my 5th runner-up, aka 6th place, I have none other than Miss Charm Puerto Rico, Carolina Cumba. So Carolina Cumba is who I have. I think she's so pretty, you guys, and I think she's really stunning. And again, given that Miss Charm is seemingly not super stringent on walking abilities, and I think that Carolina Cumba, Miss Charm Puerto Rico, already can walk pretty well, and she's facially very pretty. I can see her advancing at least to the top 6 from there. I'm not too sure about her speaking. I think it's not bad by any means. In Puerto Rico, luckily, a lot of them are very good with English, and I'm saying that because the translator last year at Miss Charm was horrendous. So I am a little bit worried about the contestants who don't speak, who don't have a great command of the English language, because I don't know how well it will lend to them, how well the translators will be on the night of the competition, unfortunately, which it sucks to say that, but just given last year's edition, I was like, oh gosh, this for Colombia, the translator was just not it. Okay. Next up, I have for 4th runner-up, I have Colombia, Vanessa Velasquez. So I think Colombia is also very, very pretty, you guys. I love her face. Me encanta like, la cara de ella muchísimo. Ella es muy linda, muy hermosa. So I like this queen a lot. I think she's really, really pretty. I've seen a few videos of her training. It's a little hard to gauge what her walk is looking like, only because they keep slow-moing her walk. So I think a lot of times a okay walk can look like a great walk when we put it in slow-mo. So it's kind of hard to get a real honest idea of where Miss Colombia stands right now. But overall, I still think she's gorgeous, and I think that she can make a top 6 placement and at least 4th runner-up, if not further. 3rd runner-up, I have no other than Miss Charm Venezuela. And for whatever reason, I did not write her name down. So Miss Charm Venezuela, Fernanda Rojas. So yeah, Fernanda is a really, really stunning as well. I think she's really gorgeous. I think she's a great walk, and I think that if she can just pull off the speaking, she should be fine and she should go far. So that's why I have her as my 3rd runner-up right now. I don't know how proficient she's in English. So really, if they're not proficient in English, just given the problem with the translator last year, maybe I'd put Puerto Rico ahead of Venezuela and Colombia. But for now, I'm going to keep her as my 3rd runner-up. Okay, so 2nd runner-up, I had no other than I had none other than Miss USA. So Miss Charm USA excuse me, Miss Charm USA actually competed at Miss USA back in 2020, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 2021, one of those 2 years. But she competed at no 2022. She competed at Miss USA 2022, I'm pretty sure, and she did pretty well. She was really stunning. I remember when I first saw her, she was really gorgeous to me. I think she represented Illinois, if I'm not incorrect, and she's from Chicago. I remember looking into her and thinking, wow, this queen is gorgeous. She's Latina. She definitely has a Latina flair. Just super boom, super fiery, just beautiful. She speaks really well. I've already heard her numerous times in speaking engagements, especially during her stint at Miss USA. And I think she's a business owner, or at least she's a MUA. She does something with makeup, if I'm not incorrect, but maybe I am incorrect. However, I do know she has a really good command of the English language, obviously. And I think she also is just very versatile in the fact that she can branch out into both the North American and also Central, South, and Caribbean markets that are Spanish speaking, or at least they're Latin, given that she's also, I think she's Boricua, I think she's Puerto Rican, Americana. She's from Puerto Rico, or her descendants rather, or her family's from Puerto Rico. So I think that will also lend well in terms of Miss Charm being able to branch out and market into different places as well. Latinos are pretty good at being like unified, and I would say overall they're really great at supporting one another. So I can definitely see her garnering the support of the Latino people if she was to win alongside with the Americans, because she is Miss USA at the end of the day. So after that, I have none other than my first runner up, which is Malaysia, Rashmita Rasendaran. She's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Indo-Malaysian. She just looks gorgeous, you guys. I mean, she's tall. She has a beautiful physique. Her hair is gorgeous. Her beautiful brown skin. I think everything about her is honestly stand out. Her walk is great. She speaks well. I can see her going very far. I can see her really honestly getting the crown. Is a toss up between her and my number one. Although I do really feel confident about my winner, so which I'm going to say next. But I do think if anyone was to be able to snatch the crown away from the girl who I have personally winning, it would be Miss Malaysia. I really am just in love with her beauty. I think she's just striking. She almost reminds me of Brioni, Miss Universe South Africa last year. A very, very stunning, beautiful brown skin Indian goddess. And excuse me. Obviously, I know that she's representing Malaysia, so she's also Malaysian, of course, but she's just gorgeous to me. I think she's stunning, and I hope that she does well. I know that Malaysia sent a really, really beautiful Indian goddess as well, Indo-Malaysian goddess as well, to Miss Cosmo. So it looks like they're keeping that consistent with Miss Charm now. I mean, she just looks stunning. So let's get into my winner. And you guys, I just want to say something about the winner, the girl who I have winning. I am in love with this girl. I'm really confident that she can win. And if she does not win, she needs to go to Miss Universe. I'm so serious. Or Miss Grand, wherever. She just needs to go to a internationally recognized pageant. Not that Miss Charm isn't, but it's still a minor pageant as of right now. It still needs to make a name for itself. But I think that this contestant that is my winner she can compete wherever. I think she has competed at her national pageant before for Miss Universe, if I'm not mistaken. I saw someone saying something about that, but I think that she's just gorgeous. She's talented. She's beautiful. She's eloquent. She's queenly. She's the full package. I'm absolutely in love with her. Every time I see her on Miss Charm's Instagram feed, I'm always like, who's that? And I have to look and I see it's the same girl every single time. And that is none other than Miss Charm South Africa. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm in love with Miss Charm. I'm in love with Miss Charm in South Africa. I need this girl to go to every international South Africa. You guys need to send this woman to every single international pageant you have. She's gonna get a crown somewhere, promise, somewhere, except for Miss International because they're colorist. But anywhere else, you send her there. She is gorgeous. I would love to say her name, but I know I'm going to literally just butcher the crap out of her name. But out of respect for her, I'm going to, I'm just gonna go ahead and attempt it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to attempt to pronounce Miss Charm South Africa's name. And I'm so sorry. I know I'm gonna butcher this. I tried to look up pronunciation of it, but I literally could not find anything. Um, Okay, let me try it. Cylinduka. Cylindocule. Cylindocule Mbali Lamini. Lamini. Is there a video of her saying that anywhere? No. Okay, anyways, so I apologize, Miss Trump, South Africa, if I mispronounced your name. I will try to do better moving forward, but you are honestly just stunning. Oh my gosh. And I can see this woman going into Miss Universe and getting you guys your next Miss Universe crown. I'm serious. She almost reminds me of Tamarind Green in terms of her aura. I get a very Tamarind Green feeling from her. In fact, oh my God, can you imagine her in Tamarind Green's preliminary white gown? Oh my God. Oh my God. But save it for Miss Universe or something. Save it not for Miss No offense. Like, oh my God. Guys, could you imagine? I need to see her in an all white gown. Oh, she will look so good, especially when her hair's straight. Honestly, whatever style. That's the thing about her. She can do whatever, and she still looks good. Oh my gosh, hair curled, hair up, hair down. I do love her with her hair down and straight, but no matter what she does, like she just looks. She's gorgeous, you guys. Like I can talk about her. I'm gonna stop 'cause I can talk about her for literally ever. Like I am passionate about this woman. I literally feel like she needs to go to Miss Universe. In fact, I don't even know watch that Miss Charm. Just don't even just skip it. But like she's gorgeous. I I want her to win. Whoa, is it too early to say that? I mean, we'll see during the finales. We'll see during the finales. Do they have a prelims for Miss Charm? I don't know, but we'll see during the finales. Of course, I think she is like stunning, though, you guys. Like she's just so pretty. Oh, so yeah. Let's move forward before I talk about her for like 3 hours. But yeah, you guys, that is my list. Those are my standouts as well as my top six in my specific order. This order might change. I'm gonna hold off my video for what I think the org will choose because I actually want to go back and do a little bit more research on the girls because I don't know if my list for what I think the org will choose is really that accurate. So maybe I'll do a live stream with you guys and talk more about that instead of an actual like recorded pre-recorded video so we can all kind of chat. I think it'll be more fun to kind of gauge what you guys think as well. But yeah, those are the girls who are standing out to me and what I think in my top six. So yeah, if you guys like this video and you guys want to join the Reyna family, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Also, if you guys don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to interact with me on social media, feel free to DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is going to be linked down in the description box as well as the pinned comment section. So please go ahead and give me a little hello. I usually do reply. Remember, I'm in the US, so my time zone might be different from yours if you see a delay in response. Also, I'm in the midst of trying to find an apartment and move cities. So be patient for the next month or so. My response rate might be a little bit slow. It's not personal. Once I get moved in and settled in to my new city and my new apartment, it will be a lot more there'll be a lot more rhythm to my responses and I'll be a lot more responsive in general. In addition to that, please go ahead and let me know in the comments again whether or not you guys want me to put my vlogs. This is my vlog channel, so give it a check out. Give it a check. And I'm also going to go ahead and put it in the description box as well as the pinned comment section along with my Instagram. So you guys can go ahead and just click on the link and be sent there directly. But if you guys think that I should just go ahead and merge my vlogs and stuff onto this channel or post them on both channels, I don't know if that's doing too much. But let me know what you guys are thinking. I don't know if you guys want to keep this just pageantry and then have my separate channel for vlogs. But if you do, it would mean the world to me, Reynas, if you guys could go ahead and subscribe to that channel as well and give me suggestions about what you guys want to see. So yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for supporting. Muchas gracias. Maraming salamat po. Terima kasih. Swadika. Or kampung ka. Kampung ka. Shukran. Shukriya. Tanvad. Dhanyavad. And bye.